Hi, Jim Urban here. Hey, Urban Companies is where I'm at in our office here today. And in fact, we've got our new name badges, which I'm really proud of. We had an office party this week and we all wore our name badges. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about something that's really kind of important. I've noticed with a lot of buyers and home sellers that I'm working with, they're not quite prepared enough for all the negotiations that happen during a transaction. So what I've done is my assistant Elisa and I prepared a document that we're going to give each one of our clients, and it's headed, "Be prepared to negotiate up to 4 times during your real estate transaction." And on the board up here, I have these 4 points that I want to talk about briefly. So again, negotiations up to 4 times during a real estate transaction. It's not just when you put in an offer on a home and then the seller and the buyer negotiate price and terms and closing date and those kind of things. That's just the beginning. And what happens secondly is the inspection. Now, some of you might be aware of the inspection, but when I sit down with the home seller, for example, I let them know how many different inspections actually happen today. The general inspection, the radon test, the sewer scope, all those things can cause negotiations during this inspection, objection, and resolution period. The next one is the appraisal period. With home prices going up over the last couple of years, actually about the last 3 years now, the appraisers don't always appraise the price for the actual sales price if they don't have comps to back it up. And then that causes renegotiations of the price sometimes if the buyer can't pay over the appraisal. So then sometimes the seller has to come down on their price if the buyer can't make up the difference with a low appraisal. Obviously, if you got a cash buyer, then most cash buyers don't even hire an appraiser, so then that step might be skipped. But 95% of the time, there's going to be an appraisal. And the final one is the final walkthrough. When the buyer goes through the final walkthrough on the house, they actually look for the inspection items to make sure they're complete. And even if there was no inspection issues, the buyer likes to do a final walkthrough to make sure that when they walk through the house, that everything is the same as what they expected it to be. For example, one time I had a seller switch out a refrigerator. They took the nice one and put in the old green one. That was not good. They didn't think we were going to do a walkthrough, but we caught that one. So there is going to be more than likely a final walkthrough, and if it isn't the way they want, they might show up at the closing ready to negotiate a 4th time. So you have up to 4 negotiations on a transaction. I want all of my clients and friends and neighbors and family to understand that in real estate, the negotiations can happen all the way through the transaction. That's my tip for this week. You guys have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. Have a good day. Bye-bye.